Yes, yes, people. It's your host, Sir Drumz. It's another special edition of the Black Diplomat Show. We're here in a nice secret location. It's all love, it's all good energy. And today is a special one, real special. I've got a member of the team, new to this one. She goes by the name of Silver T. Lyneng. Real empress, great energy, you know. She's definitely someone that I look up to and admire. How are you doing today, miss?
Hi, I'm feeling truly blessed to be here. What an honor. Thank you. And what amazing introduction. Lovely.
Miss Silver T. Lyneng, yeah? Don't forget the name, Miss Silver T. Lyneng, aka
Free Flowing
Thoughts. Yeah? Make sure you go and check her out on YouTube. Where can they find you, Silver?
I am on YouTube and Facebook. It's been a little bit quiet lately, but you can find me on my poetry page, which is Silver T. Lyneng, or my Free Flowing Thoughts page, which is just, you know, sporadic thoughts and just expressing yourself. Definitely.
So, Silver, how are you feeling today, knowing that you're coming on to a new team? You know, you're a member of the board. How's your energy? How are you feeling today, knowing that you're bringing that new energy to something new?
Actually, I feel inspired to be inspired and to inspire on. That's how I'm really feeling. A bit of a tongue twister there, yeah?
Wordsmith.
I feel very inspired.
Yeah, and you know what? It's an honor for you to really be here today, because, you know, me and you've been talking about working for years.
Yes.
Yeah? And you do your thing, I do my thing. And today is that special day that we're going to collaborate as a team, as a unit, and push out that great energy. So first of all, I want to say large up to all the empresses, all the diplomats, ladies out there in England, globally.
Yeah.
Whether you're one parent mother or you're with your partner doing this unified thing, I want to say large up to you, because we come from you. And us as males, male diplomats, we have to pay more respect to the sisters. You know, because I feel like we take things for granted, but we should really be paying more homage to the sisters. You know, so large up to the sisters, and all the males out there who's got respect for their sisters. Large up to you as well. And I want to big up the kids in school. Stay in school, learn, and become a giant. Yeah, you're a star, but I want you to become a giant. Okay. All right, so let's move in, Silver, yeah? Let's get in. So what I want to talk about today is the media.
All right.
Yeah? I want to talk about the media, because I feel like the world right now is being pushed and forced into this media thing. You know, like, if you don't have certain things, like you're not on certain sites, and you don't have certain things on your phone, and you're not hooked up in technology, people look at you like you're a dinosaur.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
And I'm guilty of that myself, because I've seen people and said, "What, you don't have Facebook, or you ain't got a WhatsApp?" And really and truly, I shouldn't even be saying that to people. Because when people don't have them things, that means that they are free from this bondage. Because it's bondage, really. Do you know what I'm saying? You get into that, you get addicted, and slowly but surely, it's like crack.
Yes.
It's like crack to us. And we're not realizing what is actually going on. But you know, Silver, I know.
Yes.
Just look around the world right now. Everybody's on their phone. I've been with people, 5, 6 people, we're all in a room. No one's talking, everybody's looking down in their phone. One person's on Facebook, this one's on Insta, this one's that. What happened to the communication? Where's it gone?
Well, it's funny you should say that, in all honesty. Let's start off with that. You mentioned about a lot of us now, when we are in connectivity, we're actually disconnected.
Yeah.
In presence, we're there, but literally we're disconnected.
Of course.
Even when I'm talking to my son, for an example, he's on his phone, I'm on my phone, and we're talking in between. And I was like, hey, can you put your phone down for a second? It's like I'm asking a big deal.
Yeah.
But actually, this strengthening what you're saying, I first opened my Facebook account in 2012. Primarily, and you know, the Twitters and stuff at first, and primarily because I'm a creative soul.
Yeah.
And it was... A man just stopped and decided to watch us.
We got audience.
Hello.
We got audience here, people. We got a fan.
Yes, and in 2012...
We're signing autographs in about an hour, yes? Right,
Thank you.
Cheers.
And in 2012, I opened my first Facebook account primarily for networking.
Of course.
So I can interconnect with other like-minded spirits and creatives. Now, it worked for that purpose. But what you do notice is it becomes some sort of brain-feeding matrix food.
That's right.
Literally. And fast forwarding now to 2018, I woke up one morning and I felt overloaded.
Silver T, let me stop you right there. I don't even want to get into that yet.
Okay, you don't want to?
I don't want to. I want to hold that one back for the people just for a minute.
Okay.
What I want to know, is that what is the change from when you first started your Facebook or any of these sites? What is the change up until now? Because I know, that back in the days, I used to fiddle with these little sites, and muck around and go on for a little while and then lock off.
Yes.
Yeah, but now people are getting to the stage where this addiction you can't lock off.
Yes. Yes. Well, actually, let me jump straight in with that. I feel it has gone from, family and friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, the original Facebook thing.
Yeah.
Okay, then business and connectivity, fine. And then maybe dating for some and buying and selling items, whatever,
That's
group pages, whatever.
That's right.
But it's now, I feel, turned into a false security. It's very much an egocentric-ism platform.
Yeah, and what I want to know, Silva, where did the ego part come in? Because I know before it was just a bit of fun.
Well, I would say basically you post a picture, okay?
Yeah.
If you ain't got no likes, you're deleting that and reposting that picture, okay? And they're going to spin that picture once again when it comes to memories.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is all about the likes. And what's that tune? Do it for the love.
Do it for the love.
Okay,
Phonics.
right?
Yeah.
So this is what it is right now. It's a case of, you know what, I'm here, or I'm there, or I've got this latest outfit, this latest bag, let me pap.
True.
And it is, you can be what you would classify as someone who's not popular in real life, and maybe a nobody, or maybe you're going through trials in your everyday life, but on social media, you're the shit.
Yeah, of course.
And that is what it is.
Of course.
You post your picture and it's constant checking how many likes. You got no friends in real life, but you got 5,000 friends on Facebook.
Yeah, and none of them ain't really your friends.
No.
Yeah. No, you've never met any of these people.
No.
But you say, I've got 5,000 friends. It makes you look big, but
it does.
You don't really know no one.
No.
Yeah. So, in saying that, when you've got your Facebook, and these things, would you say that it is more of like a attention, like, I don't even know, I can't know if it's attention, I'm talking like someone that's looking for verification in something false?
Absolutely. I mean, for an example, there's no different to me applying my makeup and me going on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, if nobody could see, I wouldn't wear makeup.
Yeah.
People say we do it for ourselves, but no. There is a part of us that in every day, no matter whether you're doing it for networking or just for popularity, it is a case of acceptance, recognition.
Yeah.
It's the recognition.
Yeah.
You're having like now, beautiful ladies that will constantly be posting pictures. It's no longer of just the outfit. It's how big is your butt and your lips and your pout and your chest.
Turning round.
It's
like, why do you keep turning round?
Young girls as well, So it is the recognition. It is the acceptance from the world.
Yeah. And do you think that's a insecurity? Because I remember when these things first started, and I used to go on there and just muck around. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just fiddling around and seeing what's going on and whatever. But now when I watch people, they're on their Facebook and they're just scrolling through videos, watching videos.
And 2 hours can go by.
Yeah, and you're just watching videos, and then it's like this thing has got you wanting some attention.
Yeah.
I don't know how it got to that, because I remember when it first started, there was people that used to be telling their whole life story on
it's still
Facebook.
happening.
And then you would be like, these people are mad. Why do they put their whole laundry on Facebook? But now everybody's doing that now.
Everybody's doing it. I mean, I find myself switching off my location on most of my apps because unless I'm looking for, I'm going to work and I'm going to go and make, some Queen Lizzie, I don't need to have my location on. What is it?
And they can trace you from that.
They can trace you from that, absolutely. But it is a case of false security. Let's be honest. A lot of us are not being honest, and some people are just not aware.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're being dishonest. They're not aware of this level of suction of the matrix that we are really in.
Yeah.
We're so plugged in that we can't see straight.
Yeah.
And when I meet people and say, "Oh, let me add you on Facebook," I'm not on it. You're not on Facebook.
Yeah.
But then
it's strange.
And Facebook can do a lot. I've discovered frauds on Facebook for all sorts of reasons, and it does. You meet someone and they're really, really nice. You met them in an event, and I say, "Can I have your Facebook, please?" And like, sure, because people are so revealing now, as you said.
Yeah.
I've caught a few cheats on Facebook just by their page, and I know exactly how to catch a cheat.
Wow.
That's another Jerry Springer show.
That's
another Jerry Springer show.
You feel me on that? We might be able to make some money off of that.
I had a friend, I told her the same thing, and she done it. And she found out the guy she was seeing actually was attached to another woman via Facebook.
What do you do? Break into...
I go to Facebook. I go to the section where it says about, which tells you about the person they liked or who they related to. But sometimes we're so egocentric. And we reveal so much that you're naturally, and sometimes some guys want to make sure their female feels secure. So they would say going out with so-and-so or married to so-and-so, and you click that and you go straight to the person's page.
Okay.
And I said before, I thought you never had any children. I see newborn baby. You've just
busted.
Yeah, I mean, I've busted a few people. And like I said, a friend of mine, she recently discovered that the guy she was seeing has a newborn baby.
Oh, that's sad though, isn't it?
Through Facebook.
That's sad. That is sad.
But we're at that point now where everything's on there that we don't even realise that when you're being a player or a playette, that's coming out too.
And what I want to touch on quickly, Sylvia, why is it that you think human beings now want to reveal their whole life on this thing? No one's holding back from this thing no more.
I think number one, to be honest, everyone, being open and being open and direct, and I'm straight and I'm being real is the new black, as they call it, which is like, the in trend.
Yeah.
And we're not being open really. We're just being. It's the opposite of that, really, because. But not to cut you. White folk was doing that first on Facebook. They was putting out the laundry from early. Right. What
I saw.
Right.
Because I used to watch a lot of white folk that I know and some that I don't know.
Yeah.
And they was airing out the whole of their thing on that. But now the black people are doing exactly the same thing.
But number one, I think. In all honesty, number one, I think it's a trend because people like people to know where they are, what club they're in, what they're wearing, who they are, what country they're in. So that's number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Facebook Live has taken it to a whole other platform.
Yeah.
Because now Live has become sitting in your house, in your bra, talking about the man that done whatever to you and how whatless he is as a child's father, whatever. It's to that point that Facebook Live, you get DJs spinning tunes which is positive, or live conversation pieces, and now you got people talking about the child's father or their child's mother, and they're using it for the whole negativity. But for those of us who choose to use it for a positive platform, it is ideal.
Which for what I've seen is not. I haven't seen a lot of people on there using it for positive. I've seen a lot of people using it for propaganda and hype.
Pappy show, as my dad would call it.
Because everybody now wants to go on Facebook Live and talk like there's some sermon. Like there's some spokesman. You understand what I'm saying to you? I've seen a lot of this happening.
Very true. Very, very, very true. I mean, I've only used it a couple of times myself, just to kind of, experiment, so to speak. But basically, I do think it is a false sense of security. You asked the prominent question whether it's just attention, whether it's the insecurity. I honestly think some people are genuinely confident. It's not an insecurity, but it's more of an egocentricism.
Yeah. Say that again for the people.
Okay. With some people, they are very confident. It's not an insecurity. It's the egocentricism. So basically, the ego. Remember, how big can someone's ego be? Is how long's a piece of string?
True.
So if I keep massaging you, and you're great, and I've got 200 likes now. Some people just keep going.
That's right.
Keep going. And other people, it can be their insecurity. So therefore, they're going to keep posting just nudity or pictures that are very sexually inclined.
Yeah, in saying that, in saying that, if you look on Instagram right now, most of the not I wouldn't say, I'm not going to generalize, but
Right.
a lot of the girl child on Instagram is about the tightest clothes, the sexiest pose,
hate
the
seeing
this,
it.
that, and it just,
I hate
you know,
seeing it.
as a guy, I will say honestly, from a guy's stand, yeah, it's nice to look at nice women with nice bodies and all that.
Of course.
But after a while, it gets boring because that is, you have got 1,500 pictures of yourself in all
same
tight
pose.
clothes, yeah,
In the
all
same pose.
up, and every minute you turn around and you're itching up and you're this and you're that. And it just gets boring because I've started to look at this woman now and say, she's a beautiful woman, yeah? She's got a lot of makeup on, so I don't even know if she's beautiful. No disrespect
The
to the
makeup's
women.
nice, though.
No disrespect to the women who put on a lot of makeup, yeah? You're still beautiful, yeah? But you got a lot of makeup on, yeah? And you got these tight clothes on. Every picture, every other picture, you should turn around showing your back half, yeah, and all that.
And boobs.
And I don't see no depth to you.
Yeah, a lot of men are saying this.
You're not even saying anything. You're not saying nothing constructive. Like when they're doing their lives on Instagram, yeah, they're talking about, I'm going to the club tonight, and I'm this, and
I'm a turn up.
and I'm like, come on, man, you not have nothing sensible to say.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. This is the interesting part you just hit, is that you're going to have people that are business-minded. You're going to have people that are, creative and have reasons why they're on there and things like that. Then you get people, this kind of platforms now is now saying you don't have to have a talent.
No,
you can just strip, honey.
Yeah, that's right.
You can just keep quiet, look pretty, and just show your boobs. And guess what? Bing, 2,000 likes.
I've seen 1 million.
Okay, 1 million likes.
And I'm thinking to myself, what is this 1 million about?
Well, and half of them, half of the assets are not even real. But let's not. That's a whole other Jerry Springer show too.
True.
But yeah, so basically, you don't even have to have a talent anymore to be famous. You remember, people are getting paid to be on Insta now, just for pictures. This is where we're at.
And show ups. From what they do on Instagram is, you can be a lady now who's considered sexy to the world.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you got 1 million or 2 million people following you or liking you, whatever. Now the clubs are going to start paying you to come and roll through for the night.
I mean, for the person who's making the dough, bravo. If you can make money just by being you, I'm not gonna disapprove of that. But what we're saying is that we're not even saying that social media is bad for whatever you want to use it for. What I think we're trying to say at this point of the conversation is we're so plugged in that our actual senses has gone. We're now brainwashed.
That's right.
That anything that is actually considered normal isn't the norm.
That's right. And what I want to touch on as well, Sylvia, I find myself doing this. So I can't even be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
and 7 times out of 10, I'm going to reach for my thing.
Yes.
And I have to say, whoa, hold on, let me say a little prayer and let me try and take 2 deep breaths and give God thanks.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Of course.
So what is happening to us why we are reaching for that something? Because that something's got a whole lot, there's something in that something that's got us addicted.
You just hit a very, very valued point. Now, I too, and I'm going to use a term that may be offensive to some, but I'm going to say it as it is.
Yeah.
We have become, most of us, a slave to this ego and matrix called media, part of media.
That's right.
And what I mean by that is, I too, hands up, wake up in the morning, it's like I'm rushing my prayer. I know I'm going to have about 12 messages.
Can I just stop you right there,
Sure.
Silva? I just want to say I love your energy right now.
Thank you.
People, if you can feel the energy right now, it's so great. It's overwhelming.
Thank you.
Continue, my sister.
You just threw me all the way off. I love it.
No, I'm loving the energy right now, Silva.
No, literally. So I too can definitely say, like yourself, my hands are up. I have been a product of this, and I'm now unweathering. I'm now undoing and unknotting. It's like having a rebirth.
All right. Now listen. I want to get to that point now, people.
All right.
Make sure you listen carefully, because when Silver dropped this line on me, it hit my emotional box.
Okay.
And my emotional box ain't been working for a hot minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Silver.
Yes.
would you like to share with the diplomats out there?
Yes.
What happened to you? Because you went under the radar.
Yes.
I didn't know where Silver was.
Yeah.
I sent out the search party. Yeah. I got a private investigator. No one couldn't find Silver. And then when she surfaced, I was like, Silver, what happened?
Right.
'Cause I'm thinking something, you know, something's happened.
Yes.
'Cause I don't know you to just disappear like that.
Yes.
I've known you. Sometimes you go a bit quiet, but you're always there.
I'm always there.
Yeah, and you left the surface. I didn't know where you was. So can you just let the people know what you told me?
Okay, yes. Well, first of all, I am a frequent social media user, consumer, whichever word we want to use. Again, I emphasize initially for networking, but then sometimes you're not networking, you're just being a part of the spinning wheel that ain't spinning nowhere. Okay, I'm going to keep that.
Please, say that one more time, please.
Sometimes we are a part of a spinning wheel that ain't spinning nowhere.
That's right.
Okay, it's like a one-way road when you just think you're going somewhere, but you're not.
That's right.
Okay, and with the WhatsApps, you know, the Twitters, I've not been on Twitter for a minute, but let's say the Twitters, the Facebooks, and the Insta. Again, we're not saying it's a bad thing, depending on your sole purpose. I repeat, sole purpose. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, I can receive, oh my goodness, I could receive a good 20, 30 messages within 2 days. I literally, you know, and I never log out of any of my apps. Oh dear, I am never going to log out.
Everything's open.
People will think I'm online all the time, but I'm not. I never log out because you see, here's the suction.
Yeah.
I can just click on and I'm on it.
Yeah.
So you got the Facebook Messenger, you got everything, the Messenger, the WhatsApp, the everything. Okay, then I get a load of messages on Insta. Okay, so I say I'm in demand like it's a joke. But why am I in demand? For what?
Yeah.
Now, I woke up one morning, and this was the first straw, and I received a message from an acquaintance at stupid o'clock in the morning, just after 6. Now they're getting up for work, I'm getting ready for work, but that doesn't give you a right to message me foolishness that could have waited till afternoon.
Please, sister, Silver, say that again, please, because some people, including myself, and I need to check myself on this.
Yeah.
They need to understand that there is a time for everything.
There is a time for, well, basically, I have a rule. Let me just emphasize that. I say see me as business hours with a bit of an extension. I'm not even joking, yeah? Don't message me or call me after midnight. That's duppy hour and booty call hour. I'm just saying, yeah? After midnight, luck half time. You have a whole nother day.
That's right.
Now, if you're going to send me something, you know what? I want to be able to look at my phone and say, wow, it's late, but this is something that's going to shift my frequency.
Yes.
I see why they sent it. I need to watch it now. It's an urgency.
Yes. Yes.
But that's not what we're getting to our phone a lot of the time. Okay, you got the joke. You know, you got the joke. Everyone needs to laugh.
Yeah.
Laughter's good for the soul. You have to be serious all the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get your joke messages. You got your, you got your usual street rockers and street beasts, and you got your, inspirationals. But I find with predominantly like WhatsApp, it's so overloaded that we can send 12 videos at one time. I have been one of those people. Once was. And one day I woke up and I said to a colleague, please, do not message me at stupid o'clock in the morning unless you feel it's going to take my existence further.
Wow.
And that person didn't know what to say to me because really you're up. So you think everybody needs to be up.
That's right.
But at that point, I'm holding my meds.
That's right.
I may be awake, but I'm in stillness and silence, and I'm allowing the silence to speak to me because you know what I'm like. I'm a spiritual being.
Most definitely.
And so, fast forwarding a little bit, I just felt bombarded. I felt overloaded by everything. The Facebook Messenger, the WhatsApp, the Insta. And guess what? Maybe 10% out of that was going to be opportunity that could have, shed enlightenment to my life or, increase my income where I can have a chain reaction and send it on to people like you.
Of course.
The other 90% was foolishness.
That's right.
So guess what I done? I decided to unplug from the matrix on that level of media for about 2 months. And I didn't know if it was going to be a day or 2 years.
Let me just stop you there, Silver. At that point, because that's a big move,
Yeah.
In this day and time now, that is a big move.
I was nervous.
Yeah. How did did the anxiety hit you? Because you're thinking, hold on a minute, I got 1,000 people on this one here.
And Tango, by the way. And Tango.
Yeah.
And Tango, yeah.
I got 1,000 people on there.
Yeah.
I got 500 people on this. So how did the anxiety hit you when you know that it's lock off time now?
God's honest truth is, when I went to delete my Tango, which I had about 6,000 people, as we know, Tango's more like a Facebook now, I hesitated. And I asked myself, why? But this is the honest thing that many of us wouldn't want to admit. I looked at it and thought, why? I was not actually logged out. I deleted it permanently.
Yeah.
And I asked myself, what is it that you're nervous about? And then you realize that you are relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, you may not be, you are relevant. People like reading my poetry or my storytelling or my conversational pieces. But I was so bombarded that the relevance didn't matter to me anymore at that point. I needed to be relevant within my own spirit.
Yeah, you've had enough.
Yes.
You're emotionally tangled in.
Yes, so I deleted my Tango. That had gone. I don't know if I'll get it again another year, but I deleted it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
And with my Facebook and my Insta, I just logged out. I've never ever logged out.
Yeah.
Okay, never. And I just logged out. I logged out for 2 months and I deleted my WhatsApp. Now let me tell you, people. I had people saying, "What's happened? What's wrong? Silver, are you okay?"
That's including me, people.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't taking the mickey. They genuinely had a concern, like, wow. But what I realized was, they were like, "What's happened to you? What's wrong?" I said, "No, it's what's right with me."
That's right.
It's the awakening of what became right with me.
That's right.
And what I decided to do was, as opposed to reaching for my phone at least 5 days a week, as opposed to reaching my phone, old habits die hard, so I still think of doing it. But what I do now is the minute I say my prayers in the morning, I reach for my phone and you know what I put on? Motivational speeches.
That's right. A round of applause for that, Silver.
Because I needed to shift my frequency pattern so it became distasteful to me. It's like when you change your diet, you can't eat the same junk anymore.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah? So it's like, so every morning I try to listen to a couple of motivation, whether it's Will Smith or whether it's, Oprah, Yolanda, or whoever it is that I come across. It could be 10 minutes. I could be in the shower and I play it loud. Some of them are like drill sergeants. So it'd be like, "Get up, stop hitting that snooze button. Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
In fact, who do you think you're not?"
That's right. That's right.
And guess what? I don't want to get out of bed. I'm tired. Leave me alone. But the minute I hear that, it motivates me.
That's right. That's right.
And I needed to have that frequency shift in my pattern of my life. Develop new rituals.
Yeah.
We use Google for all sorts of things. And guess what? Google could change your life if you allow it. So that's what I've done. I've exchanged that with listening to motivational speeches, and
And you know what? Can I just cut in now?
Yeah, sure.
What you just said there is so remarkably big. Yeah?
Okay.
Because, in this time that we're living in now, people don't really make big moves. They do stupid things and they think it's big.
Yeah.
They do minor things, petty things, and they think that that's something special because they're looking for attention.
Yeah.
So for you to lock off all these things in a heartbeat, just lock it off, you are regaining back yourself. Because when you was telling me that story of what happened to you, that situation, it touched my emotional box.
Yes.
And I thought, I'm going to need to join you somewhere along the line on this thing,
Absolutely.
And then I told someone else,
Yes.
not telling them who it was.
It's cool.
And the person said to me, "You know what, Sammy, you feel the same way. I feel the same way what you're saying,
Yes.
So there's a lot of people out there that's getting bombarded by this fake media.
Yeah.
And they don't have no brakes or no stop sign.
Yeah.
So if you don't stop it, you're going to end up crashing into the wall.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest as well, is a question that I would urge people to think about, those of us who are in the social light and social media, is who are you? 2 questions. Who are you outside of social media, outside of your talent? And the reason why I say outside of your talent, because sometimes when you have something that people look up to or like to recognize you for, talent or whatever, you're pretty or maybe whatever, you can actually hide behind that.
That's right.
It's like many people who they perform great. Off stage, they can't hold a conversation.
That's right.
Another thing I ask people is, who are you when no one's watching?
That's right.
Because who I am when no one's watching is why I plugged out of this for a little while. Now, when I went back on, I couldn't stay on it. 5 minutes I had to be off. It's like it became like an annoying TV screen. But before I was happy with it. I was fine. But it's like, again, when you change your diet, you go from eating, say, vegan, for an example, you go back to eating meat, you may feel sick. Because now you've gone vegan. And that's what, applying it back to social media, when you take a dietary break, you feel different once you go back. And the truth is, we all say this, you know, I don't watch people. But we do. On social media, that's all you're doing is watching each other. Let's not fake it now.
Now let's take this for example now. 10 or 15 years ago, you and your girls are going out. And one of your girls says, Silver, you know what, I'm not going out with you lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some weed, buy some drink, I'm going to go home and watch some people on television. You would think that was strange. You would think that person's
you're
losing
worthless, man.
But that's what's happening now. That's the norm. That's the norm. We are watching other people. And we're not watching ourselves.
You're not watching yourself. And can I actually add something that I recognise as well? Okay, an interesting little twist here, just to self-reflect on.
Of course.
I found, truth be spoken, that when you're watching a lot of other things, let's say Insta, because Facebook's not, it's a little different from Insta. I think Insta's a lot more vanity influenced, than Facebook, a little bit more. You will find that you're going to desire a lot more stuff, and I use the word stuff, because all you're seeing is other people's stuff. If you want to be an artist, for an example, you're listening to other artists, it's great. But you may find that you want the shortcut now, because all you keep seeing is this grime MC, and you want to be like him, you want to sound like... And that's what it is. It actually intensifies your pace, sometimes for the wrong reasons. I found that I'm watching Insta, I'm seeing beautiful homes that I like or countries I want to see, and I'm intensified when I don't need to be, because it's in my... Remember, all of these things are created for a reason, to sap your mind. So when I then listen to a couple of Buddhists, I'm not a Buddha, but I love the teachings.
Of course.
When I listen to a couple of Buddhist references, they will say things like, one of their objectives is to eliminate desire.
They said desires is the gateway to hell. So the less you have is the more better life you can live.
So what I found was, you're watching, you're scrolling, but it does have trigger senses to your psychological frequency and your spiritual frequency. But now you want, you're this, you're that. You may even find that people become envious. So whatever they're watching, and now it develops a jealousy, because this is what, it's too much. People, sometimes we have to plug out and plug in to self. There's a season for everything. Was it spring, summer, autumn, winter? Sometimes, people, it's a season for stillness and quiet, and just take time out.
What's it say on your WhatsApp? Be still. Right
now it says be still, and I'm still in that sense. I popped onto Facebook the other day after 2 months, and I just couldn't stay on it. I normally have a picture of myself, everybody, because I love photography and I'm a selfie queen. But I went to put my picture up and I felt uncomfortable. 2 days ago I went to put a picture up and I'm still feeling uncomfortable. So what that's telling me is I'm not ready to be sucked back in. It's habits can make you perform in a certain way.
That's right.
But it's the vanity is all too much. Again, I say I'm the selfie queen. When I take pictures like professional, I take it sometimes. Don't play. But the reality is, even that's too much. So, everything in moderation, as they say. If you eat sweets every day, you're going to get black teeth. Simple.
That's right. In saying that, Sylvia, Now you've cooled down, you've went through the cold turkey of this thing.
It wasn't cold turkey. I felt free.
Okay. I will.
We were enslaved. I was enslaved.
Now you free yourself.
Emancipate. Oh yeah.
Now you free yourself from the cold turkey. Yeah. How do you feel as a person towards these medias now? What do you feel? Do you feel like they're less important? Do you feel like they don't have that meaning to you no more?
Well, to answer your question, Again, I say social media is a very powerful platform. You know, I met someone who introduced me to you from social media.
Of course.
So I can never take away my financial increase from that, from networking and you know, being paid as a creative, and also the people, the dynamic souls like yourself who I've met. So it has great value. It's all about how you use the situation.
That's right, my sister.
Straight.
That's right.
So I'm never going to sit, if people say, oh, fake book, bait book, yeah, that's because that's what they're about. It's not bait book for us.
Crack book.
Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it depends on what your purpose is. Everyone's sole purpose is individual. Some people don't have nothing that they want to share, therefore don't go on it.
Yeah.
But for those of us now, just to get to the prime of your question, I feel like hold quiet meds away from it unless I feel like I have some purpose, something I want to share.
See, you just hit the nail right on the head. Now that you've had your break time away from this now, do you feel now, as an individual, that I'm going to utilize this thing properly now?
Well, I always used it properly because, like I said, I came on it in 2012 just to network, and it's worked for me, both financially and meeting people. But then you do have that hour at work where you're bored, you want an hour to go real quick to go home, and you're on Facebook for 2 hours now.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't have headaches anymore because you're too much computer. It's too much.
Yeah.
You don't realise, it's like going home and putting on the television when you're not watching it. We're used to having it as a backdrop.
True.
Facebook is a backdrop, it's a picture frame, and we are the people in it's a frame, and we're inside of the frame.
That's right.
It's a backdrop. How many of us, let's be honest, puts the TV on at home and doesn't watch it? It's just a noise in the background.
Yeah.
And the truth is, a lot of us are uncomfortable in stillness.
Yeah.
And uncomfortable in our own space. And the reason why that is, there's too much reflectivity.
Yeah.
Now, too much of one thing is not good. I'm not saying sitting, quiet every day and overthink. What I am saying is, without Facebook and Insta and television and things like this, substances that alters us, even smoking and coffee and Red Bull, they're all on the same level.
Yeah, big question. Without all these things that you just named, who are you?
Oh my gosh.
That's what it is.
That's it. That's why I say, I ask the question, who are you? And nobody's watching.
Yeah.
And if you ask me tomorrow, I will say something different. But today, who am I? I am purpose.
That's right. That's
it.
That's real.
I am purpose.
That's real.
I am intention.
That's right. And
when people ask me, what you been up to? I don't see you. What you doing? I say, you know what? I'm just grinding and minding my own business. That's what I've been saying. They look at me like, she's on some funny tablets. And I'm like, whatever tablets they are, I'm growing.
Yeah.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah.
Mental, emotional.
Yeah. Because to tell you the truth, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like these medias are killing a part of us.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're not being really you no more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Why do you have to turn the camera on or go onto the live to be real?
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot of people think they're being real on the actual lives and those medias, but what is you're seeking an attention.
But to be honest, as long as you are in the media, we all want attention. Let's fine tune that word attention, because even a news reporter wants attention. They want us to listen to them, so they can vocalize the news.
Yeah, true.
Agree?
True.
And we need to know what's going on.
True.
So it's all about what kind of attention are you seeking. I always say to people, you're popular, but for what?
That's right.
People are popular, but what is it that you are known for?
That's right.
So when you're watching Uncle Drama and the Uncle Drama show, we know we're going to hear real enlightenment.
That's right.
That attention that you are inviting us to is worth it.
Yeah.
A worthy status of attention. So what is it that we are seeking? Attention for what?
Yeah. And that's what I feel about the medias. I feel like they're pulling in a lot of people.
Right.
With no substance. Like you said.
Yeah.
You're famous, but what are you famous for?
The interesting thing is, though, the sad thing is, should I rephrase, that people, because life can be quite tense, and we are in demand from the system, from work, from children, from family, and even within ourselves, people don't want to log on and switch on to anything deep. For an example, the same people that can send me 20 videos on WhatsApp, I can send them one enlightenment, and a month will go by, they wouldn't have watched it. But if it was a punch up, they would have watched it on the spot.
Yeah. And put a comment, and everything. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, Facebook and stuff is for those who tick like that, is a negative release. They enjoy watching rivalry because it takes their mind away from everyday stresses. But if you give them some enlightenment, it's still too deep because it's making them think now serious, and their life is already serious. So the minute, again, I locked off WhatsApp, nobody called me, nobody rang me. Well, you called me, yeah? And one other person. And I couldn't believe the amount of peace I had. I didn't want to put it back on. Even now I'm deliberate. I went abroad, and so therefore I had it on. It was useful at the time because I was traveling. But the minute I start seeing it become overload, I'm going to switch it off again.
And you know what? You know what, Silver T? I have to say maximum ratings for that because people nowadays, they won't admit it, but they find it hard to do what you're doing. That stop and turn it off now. Yeah. But people are losing that.
Yeah. Everyone in their own time. Some people never jump off. It's like, okay, let's be real. If we both boarded a bus or a train today, are we really going to stay on the bus when it goes round and round? At some point, your stop has to come. But some people refuse to get off.
Yeah.
But that's because also they don't have the enlightenment switch to push them to think, guess what? There's nothing wrong with what they're doing, as far as they're concerned. Maybe for them, there is nothing wrong. But for me, being on a 36 bus for 4 years is a lot. Because you're just going around in circles.
That's right.
And the only one who's reaping the money is who? So at this point, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun. You want to share a bit of pictures. You want to network a little bit. But for me right now, unless it's enhancing my enlightenment, my financial situation, or I don't want to spend very minimal time I want to spend on it. I really feel like it's about being captivated by psychological speeches and things that's going to help you shift your frequency patterns.
And you know what? I'm going to interject on that.
Yeah.
What I'm going to say to the diplomats worldwide, the black diplomats worldwide, know what you're taking in.
Yeah.
Because you might think that it's a joke or it's not that serious, but somewhere along the line, it's hitting you.
Yeah.
Know what you're taking in and try and get to the point where you can stop, pause, come out of that.
Detox.
Yeah, because I just see people just run, no disrespect to anybody that's on my phone, but I've got people on my phone that we don't have conversations, but you send me 5-6 videos a day.
Crazy.
I didn't tell you that I want to watch 5-6 videos a day.
Crazy.
Like you said, at all hours of the day.
Crazy o'clock.
Yeah.
Stupid o'clock.
So, I'm thinking to myself, what is going on in your life that you're sending me 5-6 videos a day?
Sometimes they're actually living a very prolific life. And guess what? A very constructive person. But it's become habit. Yes, that's all it is. Yes. It's habit.
Yes.
I've been on the bus in whatever country, and everyone, if you look, because sometimes someone's in front of you, you can see their phone. Everyone's got WhatsApp. No matter, it's universal. Everyone's got WhatsApp. A guy. This is what I've been complaining to you, right, Drumz?
Yeah.
I've had multiple men over years come and approach me. Have you got WhatsApp? You know what I say? Next. They're like, why? You got attitude? No. Don't use WhatsApp as an opening line. Are you mad?
Yeah.
But as far as they're concerned, I've got the problem.
Yeah.
Do you see how far we are in this thing? I've got the problem because I even told him,
next.
And I told him, keep it window shopping. Keep it browsing. Because don't approach me with how my name is. Do you have WhatsApp? This is what's happening though. It's become a part of...
Yeah. Real life.
We're losing... Let's talk about...
part of real life.
We're losing the essence of real communication, and it's all cyber. People are getting divorced now by internet, by the way.
Yeah, and people are breaking up by texts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So there's nothing wrong with having it, but it's all about moderation. And we talk about detoxes in food, like food is the only thing. We can detox from media and have a body, physical, psychological frequency cleanse.
Say that again, my sister. I need you to kick them bars so these people can remember it and recite it.
Okay, we talk about detoxing the body, especially those who's in the fitness world, which I'm not, but detoxing the body and cleansing the body. But we forget that we also need to get a bit deeper, a psychological, spiritual, emotional, and social media cleanse. And lastly, friends, a people detox.
That's right. Toxic people.
No, sometimes it's positive people, but you have to remember, it's still demand.
Yeah.
I would detox from even family and friends that I'm very close to, because you need to be able to hear your own voice. And sometimes we feel bad and guilty to say no. No, there's no guilt. I'm so free. I say no, I just say no. And sometimes we over-explain while we're saying no. No, sometimes don't give no explanation. Take your detox time, because after all, when your door's closed, it's you and your own inner space.
It's funny you say that, LT. It's funny you say that, because some of these people that are sending me these 5 and 6 videos,
Yeah.
sometimes I want to text them or send them a voice out and say, you know what, no disrespect,
Yeah.
but can you stop sending me these videos?
Yeah.
But I don't want to offend that person, because me and them are cool.
Am I allowed to jump in there?
Of course you can.
All right, and sorry if I'm over-speaking.
No, you're good.
Yeah, and that you hit a point that I just can't get out of my head. That's the thing. We don't want to offend anyone, but here's what we do: we offend ourselves instead.
That's right.
I repeat, we offend ourselves instead. So you go with resentment, you may kiss your teeth and be like, cha, and you may block them, and you may turn off your phone. They don't know that, because we've made them feel like it's okay, it's normal for them to do that. So we really have to stop offending ourselves, which in effect stunts our own growth.
That's right.
Now, you can be real without being rude. People think being real has to always be blunt. You can tell these people, all I do now is tell people who I am, till they're bored of hearing it.
All right. I know you're a diplomat of many words. You're a wordsmith.
Wordsmith.
What I need you to do for me, yeah?
All right.
Because you know that we always try to keep that positive love and all that, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm going to, because I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to ask you, yeah?
All right.
As my sister.
Yes.
How would you, if I was sending you like 5, 6 videos every day?
Yes.
And you are cheesed off of this now?
Yes.
Because this is too much. And
Yes.
your phone's clogged up. You can't do nothing because every minute I'm sending these videos and this and that.
Yeah.
How would you word it to me to say, I'm not feeling these videos no more?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Wisdom has taught me that you can't always preempt everything. So let me start there.
Yeah.
Every individual speaks a different language.
Yeah.
So how I may voice it to you may be different to somebody else. Yeah. If the person who's sending it is not a rank person, you know, they're a manageable person, they just don't know that it's offending you. What I've chosen to do, I've then keep sending them motivational stuff that they're not into. That's what I do, number one.
Yeah.
And I know they're not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, I also say, I've said to a few people, you know, if you don't mind, if you can please forward this stuff to me anytime after midday or after 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I say, even though you know I'm awake and I thought you was an early bird, Silver. I am. But that early bird is for me to hold a meditation piece. And then they may say, but why don't you put your phone on silent? I shouldn't have to.
Not for you. Yeah.
I shouldn't have to, because the only thing that should be calling my phone is opportunity or my child.
That's right.
Or emergencies.
That's right.
So what people will expect you to do is put your phone on silent then. No, you're not going to bully me on my phone indirectly and neatly. You know how I do that, because I will block you. And then real fallout will happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
some people, they don't need politeness. They don't get it until you really rough them up verbally.
Yes.
Yeah, give them the language they speak, and suddenly they become offended.
Yeah.
But what it is with some people, if there is true love there between a friendship or a family ship or whatever, sometimes I have found, whether it's annoyed them or not, that I just push on them what I'm about.
Yes.
So therefore, they have become uncomfortable to send these things to me.
Yeah.
They they don't know how to take you, and that suits me well.
Yeah. I love that. You know what, Silver? I love this energy right now. This energy, is showing people what time it is. Because sometimes it can't be prettied up and rose petal. Sometimes you just got to get it how it is. But the main thing is that it's knowledge, and knowledge is power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
That media, because I feel that media's got too much of a hold on us.
Too much. I
feel like we're married to media.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Media for go sit down in a one corner.
That's right.
And wait until we pick it up, and you understand? But it's not like that. Media's picking us up and taking too much control on our lives.
That's the truth. And there's a difference between, lastly, I'll just say this to wrap my side up, is there's a difference between living and existing.
Yeah.
And when people on Facebook like, where have you been? Da, 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 da. And I said, I've been living. They thought I was crazy. No. I was living, not existing. And there is a difference between existing, just going through the everyday rituals and demands, and really living. When you're truly living, there's little time for these things.
That's right.
And you use it for a purpose that you need to use it for. If you're on it 24/7 and you're not really living, and it's a part of blocking the pain. Because a lot of this is entertainment to block the pain or boredom or relationship that's not working or whatever it is. But let's start living, people, and not just exist.
Yeah. I love them words there, and that's real.
Yeah.
That is real. I just want to say, people, you got it right there. We broke down media for you, the ins and outs of it, the ups and downs. I hope today, diplomats, female and male, young diplomats, you learned something from Silver T Lyneng, yeah? Mm-hmm. Real Empress. I hope you learned something today, because I learned something when you was talking to me the other day, and I learned something again today. Yes. And that's what we try to do, is put out that energy, put out that knowledge, and keep it moving. It's all about positivity, and it's all about knowledge, and it's all about moving forward, not taking no back steps no more. It's all about forward. So Silver T, would you like to say anything for the black diplomats out there, the brothers and sisters, as they're hearing you for the first time? You spat so much knowledge today, overwhelming. Would you like to leave them with just a one piece?
Wow, what would I like to say to close my part? Firstly, I'd like to say that I love you all. And what I mean by that is, without even knowing you, is that I'm about connectivity and chain reaction. So as we've shared this today, share something else, allow it to be thought evoking, take that conversation with somebody else in your life. Secondly, the only thing I want to leave you thinking is, who are you when nobody's watching?
Exactly. Who are you when nobody's watching? Yeah? Know yourself. Study yourself. Look into those words. Who are you really when no one's watching? When you have no spotlight, no attention, no nothing, no Twitter, no Insta. Who are you? And I'm going to leave you with those words from the Empress, the diplomat, Silver T Lyneng. Yeah?
Otherwise known as Free Flame Thoughts.
All right. I want to say love today, Silver.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's been enlightening.
You see all those years that we was talking about, we was going to work together?
Yeah.
This is the moment.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
It's real special. So people, you got a Christmas cracker before Christmas. Even though we're not in our Christmas, same time with that. Yeah?
I love it.
Right?
We just pulled it.
You got the turkey before Christmas. Right? And I want to say love to all the diplomats. And I also want to say, any black diplomats out there that listen to the show, make sure you support, subscribe, comment, and share. And also, you can get in contact with me or any of the diplomats, the co-hosts, and you can come on the show and share your experiences.
Yes.
Because we would love to listen to you.
Yes.
Yeah? It's not just about, we don't run after just famous people. We talk to all types of people, and everybody's got a story, and we can learn from everybody. You see, like today, we learned from Silver today. She gave us like so much knowledge. Everybody's got their knowledge that they can give out, and we're willing to listen to you, and we want to work with you.
Yes.
We want to unite and come together. People, I want to say, black diplomats forever. We're out. We love you. Thank you, Silver. You'll be hearing much more. You'll be hearing much more, Silver. And it's love.
Thank you.
Blessings.